Hello, in this video I'm going to show you a visual proof that 1 over x plus 1 over y equals x plus y over x times y using fraction bars. So the first piece of information is to know what a fraction bar is. And you've probably seen them previously. An example would be if I was being asked to model the fraction 1/3 using a fraction bar. I would make a little bar that contains 3 squares, and I would just color one of them, and that shows 1/3. 1/3 of the bar has been colored. And if I was showing 2/5, then I would color 5 squares, or block out 5 squares, and I would only color 2 of those. So that's what a fraction bar is. Now I'm going to show you how it applies to this particular equation. So I've got 1 over x plus 1 over y, and I've got this additional information that x and y are not the same size. They're not equal to each other. So when I set up my fraction bars, they can't be equal to each other. So I'm going to say that for the purposes of this example, x is 4, and I'm going to choose to make y equal to 3. Okay, so 1 over x would then be a bar that contains 4 and that has 1 square colored, like that. 1 over y is going to be also a bar, but this time it's 3. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees to show that I've got different denominators. So different denominator, different orientation. So 1/3 is shown here, 1/4 is shown there. In order to add these two together, I'm going to have to duplicate or scale up each of these models until they have the same dimensions. You can't combine two different models of different dimensions. Kind of like putting together apples and oranges, if you've heard that expression. So if I duplicate the 1/4 a couple of times, like this, I still have a model that represents the value of 1/4, which in this case is my 1 over x, but it contains 12 squares altogether, 3 by 4. If I do a similar duplication on the right hand model, I'm duplicating that 3 times. Okay, the new model also is equivalent. It represents 1/3. 4 out of 12 is 1/3. And that is representing our 1 over y. So here's where the proof piece comes in. So both of these units contain 12. 3 by 4. And of those 12, I've got 3 plus 4 equals 7. So 4 plus 3. So 7 out of 12 is my result. And if you think about how you got 7 and 12, or how you could get 7 and 12 from the x and the y, well, that's 3 plus 4 over 3 times 4, which is what we were trying to show, that the result is x plus y over x times y. Proven.